Pod. I'm Loretta. I wanted to know if I could share something with you. So, a few episodes back, I did mention a conversation that I had with my supervisor. And lately, I've been kind of thinking about prior to that conversation that I had with her, how I was feeling a little unsure that I should say something to her. There was a lot of things that had transpired that I just kind of was like, well, let me just not say anything. Maybe she's just having a bad day. I was basically trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But then more things transpired. And at that point, I was getting a little annoyed. I was getting angry. But then I started feeling like, okay, maybe I should address it with her. But then I started doubting myself a little bit, thinking, well, me bringing it up, like, what good is it going to do? She's going to say whatever she's going to say, which I kind of had an idea of how she was going to react, which actually was how she reacted. It didn't surprise me, but that's kind of the reason why I was more of like, well, I probably should just leave it alone. Just don't say anything, let things be. Eventually it'll blow over. But it was starting to take a toll on my mental and physical health, because there was a lot that I was just holding in and not really addressing it. And I was just really not trying to make any waves. I don't like to be in conflict and be a part of confrontations. I'm actually really good in confrontational situations. I just don't like to be in them. I handle myself very well when I'm in them. I'd rather avoid them if I can. But I don't know. I just kind of was a little kind of shying away from addressing her just because I didn't want to deal with how she was going to react. And after several more instances with her, I just kind of got to the point where I felt a little more empowered and more confident and in control of how I was going to allow her to treat me. And that's when I reached out to her to set up a time and date for us to meet, because it was to the point where I was more of like, hey, lady, you can't keep treating me this way because whatever you're going through. Like, you need to be a little more professional and act like a supervisor and not always trying to prove that you're in charge or you are, a supervisor. Hey, that's great. I'm not here to take your job. So after a couple more interactions with her and seeing that she was not going to change in any way, that's when I was more of like, okay, let me just set this meeting up. We need to talk. And, and maybe she's not aware of how she was coming off. So still, again, trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. So I say all of that to say that when I'm put in uncomfortable positions or feeling like I'm being challenged, so to speak, I actually get empowered by that. It gives me a lot of strength to change things, and it boosts my confidence and kind of shifts my mind into this position of, I'm going to control the outcome of this and not keep allowing them to have that power over me. And because I'm aware of my strengths and weaknesses, I know that I can handle confrontation very well. I knew she would be uncomfortable because she tries to avoid talking to me pretty much any chance she gets now. That I've had the conversation with her, I was very assertive and she did not like that. So now when I try to talk to her, she rather talk through Teams or email. She doesn't like to do a voice conversation, and I get it. But I just had to let her know that she could not continue to talk to me any kind of way. She'll still send some Teams messages or some emails asking for stuff, but her tone is very different from how she was prior to that conversation. But when we're in these types of situations, when we're feeling like we're in the face of a setback or a challenge, we need to be persisting and trying to learn from the things that are feeling like setbacks. We need to figure out a different angle to move past that and try to turn that situation into a way that it empowers you to make that change. View it in a way that you can use it to your advantage to get you into a better position. Don't allow challenges and setbacks to break you and tear you down. We got to tap into that empowered version of ourselves and use that to progress forward. We are so much stronger than we actually believe. And these challenges that we go through are making us even stronger. We just have to see it from that perspective and not feel like the world is, collapsing in on you, or, you just can't catch a break. We're being built to be stronger and better versions of ourselves. We just have to get into that mindset of empowerment. We may not control all the events that happen to us, but we can decide not to be reduced by them. Don't be afraid. Be focused, be determined, be hopeful, and be empowered. Thank you for listening. Thanks again for tuning in to Peace in a Pod. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, follow, or subscribe. And also, if you know someone else that would enjoy it, please share it with them. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.